What up, Clipper Nation? We're live here at Intuit Dome. The show starts in about 10 minutes from now. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics. A stay ready skeleton crew for the Clippers, to say the least. They have one starter available tonight in Derek Jones Jr. This is a tall task. This is going to be tough. Boston Celtics are 4-4 their last 8, but the Boston Celtics. They got a game against the Lakers tomorrow. They will try to put away the Clippers early tonight. But we've seen some stay ready games before where the Clippers find a way. That's what's going to have to be. Different guys going to have to step up. Man, Amir, KPJ, Zoo, DJ is your starting lineup. J-Dog was first. Strato second. No. You don't need me to play. You don't need Big Bro to play. You don't need Carlo to play. Clippers have capable guys. Big Bro would like to play.
Just foul somebody.
That'd be a good shirt. Just foul somebody.
Shout out to the Celtics broadcast bleeding through us.
Yeah, this is going to be a real challenge tonight.
Yes, it is.
We're right next to each other.
Yep.
Oh, well.
It's not every day one of the landmark franchises in the NBA steps into a new background, but tonight,
What up, guys?
brand new Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California, where tonight, Miles, not even Miles, minutes, some of the most memorable moments in franchise history.
So who is out for the Clippers? That is an interesting question and a long one. No Kawhi. No Zoo. No James. No Nico. No Dunn. No Powell. I think I got it. Oh, no PJ Tucker. Big Bro's upset now. He thought PJ was playing. He could have. This could have been his big night. Check. Okay, 6 games in 9 nights. Sorry, guys. PJ's out. Yeah, they're cooked. They're playing Jake's song. They play at the same time every show, every Intuit Dome pregame. Show starts in 5 minutes here, guys. Appreciate you. Let's see if I can get another strike on YouTube. I did contest it. Nobody's responded yet, and if nobody responds within like 10 days, it gets wiped off. Makes no sense. JJ's the boy said, "Got to stay positive." Jordan Miller going for 50. Really? Guess that's your player to watch. You gotta wake up. Yes, sir. Four minutes before we start the pregame show here, guys. Are both football games on Sunday? Nice. Are the Chargers in either? Guys, I'm cooked.
I about had it with you today.
Jake was done with me on site when I said that.
Before you got here, actually.
Just knowing. All right. Why are you clapping for Big Bro here, JJ?
Shout out JJ. Thank you for the love.
It's JJ the boy, if you want to be specific.
JJ the boy?
Yeah.
JJ's that boy. He is him. Shout out JJ. See busy balls tonight. Plenty of busy bones.
I gotta wake up.
Bro, it's something in the air.
Is it?
I feel tired. And
I
slept
woke
8 hours.
up tired too. Yeah, I slept good, but I still woke up tired.
Maybe it's the fires and the weather. I don't know, bro. I feel the same way.
Lethargic.
Yep.
Welcome into Clippers Countdown. As your 24-18 LA Clippers are in Game 3 of 6 games in 9 nights as they remain at Intuit Dome for the next 3. And tonight, they're going to have their hands full without having all hands on deck against the defending champs and the Boston Celtics, a perfectly constructed modern NBA team that takes over 53s a game, and they're led by two versatile wings with the J&J firm with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who have a firm grasp on what it takes to sacrifice in order to win big. And considering the Clippers and the players that are out for them tonight, if they can find a way to beat Beantown tonight, this would be their biggest victory of the season and quite the bounce back after falling 112-99 to the Bulls on Monday night. Here was Coach Lou post-game on the running of the Bulls. Now the Clippers will try and quench that thirst tonight and bounce back with a just add water, stay ready crew. Tip off from Intuit Dome between your Los Angeles Clippers and the Boston Celtics is just about 61 minutes away. Coming up here on your pregame show, we will have your head coach Interon Lou. BJ Matthews from the Pull Up Podcast will also be here. But up next, it's your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Nice, Daniel. Hey, Daniel, maybe have Clippers Rewind ready here. Or no, do we have the Carlo interview? All right, let's do Carlo. Thank you. He left us again. Tired of it. Tired of Big Jake being here. Tired of Carlo not being here.
I'll be more than happy to give up this seat so I can go home.
Aw.
I would love that.
This is a big game, dude. You don't want to miss this. Big bro to censor himself, y'all. I don't know what was coming. I don't want to know.
It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. I know where my bread is buttered, and there's some things I just got to be quiet.
We got Coach Luke coming up here, chat, with Carlo. Oh, but you guys aren't going to be able to hear it because I'm not in the studio. I will transcribe. So watch Bones Highland put him up from distance. It's going to be a big night for the Skeleton Key Army, the Skeleton Crew. Clippers and Celtics from Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 58 minutes away. Welcome back. I'm Adam Osland. Still to come, we'll have Carlo Jimenez on. But you know what? We got to get down to Carlo because I believe he's got a big interview. Let's go right to him. There was Carlo Jimenez pregame there. Thought we lost our connection at the end. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just about 56 minutes away. You know what? We're going to sit down with Carlo Jimenez. That's coming up next from Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. I know. It was my fault, though. I had my microphone off for a second because I was eating some of Carlo's fish.
You're a hater, bro. You're a hater.
I'm not a hater.
You are.
I'm an appreciator.
I don't know what's going on with Adam tonight. No, if lineup means Adam,
Look,
Yeah,
Carlo
yeah,
got
we're on
here.
a
It
bad
was just like 30 seconds late, so I figured
wow.
I was
here. Wow.
not mentally, dude. All right. I didn't want to throw. We already said we were going to the coach interview. I didn't want to throw off my man Dan West. All right. You see that, Carlo?
I blame it on Adam Osland. No, I am.
Everybody hates an Adam.
Why was your open today like 4 words?
It was not.
I blame him.
What? Carlo thinks showing up at 6:34 is appropriate.
That's what I'm always on. Every single game.
False. Times are changing.
I think we're gonna let Adam do the whole thing tonight by himself. You down? Let's go get some beers. Yeah.
Pretty much done it before.
Not here. Not on site. Let's just sit in the swell and drink beer and let him do it all by himself.
That does sound kind of nice.
Yeah.
Jake, would you ever do a game in the wall?
Hell yeah. I would love
Would you
to
do that?
Hell yeah. We should do that, bro.
I know. I brought it up. I'm glad you would be down.
No, I would
because
be totally down for that.
I said we should do it once. That would be cool.
At least once.
All right, good to know.
All
Good to
right,
know. When I
yeah.
bring it up to him, I'll say Jake's on board.
All right.
We'll have the whole setup in the wall. That'd be dope.
That'd be fire.
Clippers and Celtics from Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just about 53 minutes away. Welcome back in. This is Clippers Countdown. I'm Adam Osland. Coming up, we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind, but first we head back over to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. Carlo, good to see you. How we doing?
Hey, shout out Jonathan. Appreciate you. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not a hater. All right, Clippers. I do hate a Clippers loss, and unfortunately, they're natural. They happen. One happened last time out against the Chicago Bulls. Second night of a back-to-back, they would fall 112-299. That was back on Monday. But this Clippers team led by 2 at the half. That third quarter is when things went awry. What did you see out there outside of, Zach LaVine having 15?
I mean, that's a big part of it. I felt like Zach LaVine kind of got every shot, and then his ability to get going helped out the other guys on the floor have just a different level of confidence when they were able to knock down shots and get out in front. The Clippers were so focused on LaVine. It really opened up the rest of the offense for the Chicago Bulls. I also felt like, Adam, the Clippers were just stuck in a flow offensively they could not get out of. I mean, 16 points as a group in that third quarter. LaVine had 15 by himself for the Clippers as they're outscored by 20 in the third. Offensively, they have to figure out a better way. And we had talked about it coming into that game. The Clippers over their last 4 games were plus 50 in third quarters before the game against Chicago. Traditionally, they'd been an excellent team to start the third quarter, but maybe just a little tired legs on the second night of a back-to-back, unable to muster up the energy to punch first in that third quarter, and they got knocked out by Chicago.
And those tired legs might have shown themselves with going 9 of 42 from 3 in that ball game. That is just 21% from the outside. An uncharacteristically bad shooting night for the Clippers against the Chicago Bulls as well. And yet they still led by 2 at the half. I thought the defense overall, the Bulls only shot about 40% from the field. It was the offense that failed them at times. They just couldn't find any real rhythm out there, any continued stretches of just quality process with their offense.
There was never a time in that game, Adam, where you felt like the Clippers we're going to go on a run to really expand the lead. They were unable to find a way to put consecutive buckets and consecutive stops together. And so for this team, I think the Clippers just have to figure out a way when the offense isn't flowing, can you play a little faster? Because that seems to be success for this group, Adam. When they can find a way to be able to just, all right, we're going to run. If we can't get an offense going in the half court, we are going to run. I also felt like while the defense overall was good, they just could not foul. They missed Ivica Zubac in so many ways in that game, Adam. It just the ability to not have that back line defender really, really hurt them.
Clippers would fall by 13 to the Bulls Monday night. Still felt like Norman Powell, who had 14 of his 27 in the fourth quarter, gave them a puncher's chance to try to get back into that one. We know how good he has been in final periods, and when it comes to Clippers comebacks, Norman Powell still doing his thing, even in a loss.
He is, and Norman Powell continues to be as steady as they come for the Clippers. Also, yes, Jeremy, it would be double A, 100%.
But nobody wants to see that.
No, but it would be. It would be.
Wait a second.
No, I don't. No. No one wants to see me miss a game.
Exactly.
Well, maybe you do now. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, guys. It's all love up here.
If you're watching on the YouTube side at Clippers Talk, there's a show behind the show going on. Big brother Jake shaking his head in disapproval of everything with me tonight.
I was trying to hype you up, man.
All right, no, I appreciate you.
Come
Continue.
Come on. Yeah, I mean, Ivica Zubac might be the most important Clipper. He might not be the best Clipper, pound for pound, talent for talent, but he is the most important Clipper because if they don't have him as a defensive back line and as a rebounder, I mean, this is somebody, Adam, who's top 5 in the NBA in not only rebounds per game, but offensive rebounds per game. He helps their offense oftentimes with his ability to get second chance opportunities. They're going to have to figure out a way to supplement for Ivica Zubac. Hopefully he can return tomorrow. Ty Lue said still not sure how his eye is doing. He was wearing sunglasses earlier today, but you just hope he's okay. And if he's not okay, put him out there with one eye. He'll be, no, just kidding.
Eye patch Big Zoo is a problem.
And he might, it's better than no Big Zoo. I can guarantee you that.
Paired on one shoulder with the eye patch. Here we go. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics tonight here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just about 48 minutes away. Carlo Jimenez will be back in just a little bit. But coming up next, we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy. Have faith.
Huh?
Have faith.
Jeremy, don't worry. We're going to make it happen. Don't worry, Jeremy.
Man, I'm so tired. I don't know why. About to hit a 5-hour energy on top of these guys.
Oh, my gosh. I woke up a little tired, too. And I played some Future in the car. Woo! I walked out of the car like, I'm ready to go.
What about Young Thug?
Dude, shout out Pretty Jimmy. I did not know that. Amir's going to go for 100 today. Oh.
Unfortunately, Amir's already my player to watch. So,
Adam, what's your PR song?
My PR song?
Like if you're trying to go for a PR.
Oh. Mortal Kombat.
I like that.
Boom, 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 boom. Mortal Kombat.
You know the Darth Maul's theme song? I play that instrumental. Dude, I'm so ready. I'm gonna attack those weights. Guys, comment your PR songs when you're trying to lift that weight. Look at this. Adam doesn't even move the computer.
Comment about Carlo's favorite movie, episode 1.
No. Hey, whoa! I can appreciate the move. I can appreciate the music, and not say it's my favorite movie. That's criminal.
That was just a pull I was not expecting there. Pause.
Yo, the game is not starting yet.
Yeah. Clippers and Boston Celtics tonight here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 46 minutes away. This is the official pregame show of your Los Angeles Clippers. It's Clippers Countdown. I'm Adam Osland. Coming up, we'll have BJ Matthews on from the Pull Up Podcast. But first, we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind, back to April 9th of 1978. In theaters at the time, you had Coming Home with Jane Fonda, John Boyd, and Bruce Dern. Also out was the Navy submarine movie, Great Lady Down, starring Charlton Heston and David Carradine. And on the radio was Night Fever by the Bee Gees. I got a fever. And the Clippers, then Buffalo Braves, were in the old Boston Garden, and Swin Nader was giving the Shamrocks all they could handle. Yeah, Swin Nader. It was the final day of the regular season. They were taking on the Boston Celtics, and he had 28 points for the Buffalo Braves. That was also the final year of the Buffalo Braves before they relocated to San Diego and became the Clippers. Of course, Clippers G League affiliate, now the San Diego Clippers, getting back to their roots. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics tonight here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 44 minutes away. Coming up next, your player to watch right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. I think it's because I ate terribly today. All that sugar made me tired.
I slept wrong for sure.
You slept too long?
No, I slept wrong.
Oh.
I had too many pillows up, trying to prop up my arm and stuff. Messed my neck up.
What's Carlo's problem?
Did anyone comment their songs?
They did.
Oh, nice.
Anything Hatebreed for me. Somebody said Wait and Bleed by Slipknot, which is a banger. Rocky theme song.
Music. There we go.
Take a Look Around by Limp Bizkit from Mission Impossible 2.
There we go.
The John Woo one. Mo Bamba by Sheck West.
Obama.
So Grant said this: if I see a Spotify playlist with Future and a Star Wars instrumentals, I will think it's a cry for help. That's Carlo's playlist.
That's how you get in the zone, baby. Future and Star Wars instrumental.
Dan West said Beat the System by Petra.
Oh, okay, Daniel West.
I watch the air right up in me, holding a sinner something.
What was the question?
Down and wait and bleed. I watch the air rise up in me, although the
Are you okay?
Am I on?
You're live.
Can we play Wait and Bleed at some point in the show tonight? I haven't heard that in a while. Slipknot kind of sucks outside of that, but I like that song. Welcome back into Intuit Dome, where your Los Angeles Clippers are hosting the Boston Celtics tonight. Front end of a back-to-back. Tomorrow, Clippers right back here against the Washington Wizards. Tip-off is just 41 minutes away. I'm Adam Osland. Still to come, we will get to BJ Matthews from the Pull Up Podcast. But first, Before Carlo Jimenez brought him up, I picked him a little bit earlier today. I'm going with Amir Coffey as my
Liar.
player to watch. I didn't hear that. I got Amir in a game like this. A stay ready skeleton crew squad for the Clippers. I got a guy like Amir Coffey who's shooting 42% from 3 on the season. He has stepped up in big spots before. He has filled in for Clippers stars when they're out of the starting lineup. He will be in the starting lineup tonight. Now, he did have just 4 points on 2 of 8 shooting against Boston in Boston, where the Clippers lost big because Boston could not miss from the outside, hitting 22 threes, but that was like 2 months ago and way back in 2024. Tonight, Amir Coffey's going to bounce back. He has the green light against the team wearing green out there in the Boston Celtics. Amir Coffey, my player to watch. Coming up next, we will get to your injury report, and then BJ Matthews from the Pull Up Podcast. I'm Adam Oslin. Clippers taking on the Celtics tonight here at Intuit Dome, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Liar.
I barely heard it. Was that wait and bleed? Jake just keeps looking at me like he's more disappointed by the minute.
You are such a diva tonight.
What did I do? What did I do?
What didn't you do? What didn't you do? That's the question.
I didn't hate, that's for sure.
Ah, you hear this guy? Carlo, do you hear this guy?
I tune him out.
I should, but
Did you guys hear that?
I should, but it's my job. I have to.
Is he talking about us?
I don't know.
I don't know either, yeah.
Guys, this is recording.
All I hear is
This is trapped
Diet
forever.
Coke.
This is on the internet? This is what they're
for-
going to play at my funeral?
unless I get another copyright strike, this is on YouTube forever.
Adam,
Good. Good.
Yeah. Is
People
that
need
you
to
guys
know.
calling that in?
what did we say? What did we say?
Adam Silver, we got a rogue podcast
got a
going
rogue
on
podcast.
for the Clippers.
Adam Silver, can I alert you of this thing called Clipper Stock? It's NBA propaganda. We need to get it off the internet.
Okay, Jeremy Mormon said this. If the Clippers win, start Clippers talk with wait and bleed. We are doing that.
Yeah, Jeremy.
We are doing that.
Jeremy, they're not.
There will be blood.
Does anyone have a live line? I would love to know.
A live line?
Like,
Oh.
what on earth is Vegas thinking right now?
I didn't know you were a gambler. How much Taco Bell? Not a lot. I tried those nuggets they had recently. That was probably a bad idea. They were discontinued like a week later. I didn't think they were bad, though, to be honest.
No, I'm not a gambler, actually.
Glad you
Those-
clarified that since you got back on
Those
headset.
are crazy allegations. The line is 12.
I'm not a gambler. I just use Prize Picks. It's different. Clippers and Boston Celtics tonight here from Intuit Dome. Tip-off 37 minutes away. Welcome back into Clippers Countdown. Coming up, we got BJ Matthews join the show from the Pull Up Podcast in our Media Roundtable segment. But first, let's get to your injury report brought to you by Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code KLAC to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. For the Boston Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis, I saw him warming up earlier. He's questionable. Carlo, he's out tonight? Someone put a hit.
He's out.
Okay, that's what that meant. It could have meant something else, a little bit more severe. But Kristaps Porzingis is out due to illness tonight. Al Horford, though, he is also out tonight. Drew Holiday, though, he's also out tonight. And Drew Peterson, he's good to go.
Yeah.
As for the Clippers, not a lot of good to goes, unfortunately. Now, they are on the front end of a back-to-back in the middle of a 4-5, a 6-game in 9 days stretch as well. They will be without Kawhi Leonard, Ivica Zubac, James Harden, Nico Batum, Chris Dunn. Who am I missing, Carlo? Norman Powell.
Norman Powell.
There you go, Clipper Nation.
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker is out. This could have been his night. All for naught. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics. Tip-off 36 minutes away. Coming up next, BJ Matthews in our media roundtable segment. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to Clippers Countdown on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. What a scamming piece. What is this? Why am I being hated on? Carlos about to have a heart attack from laughing at himself for being in the chat here. Guys, what is this guy saying?
You didn't notice.
What an absolute hater. Yeah, because I was getting important intel on the injury report.
Didn't even know who was
It's not being a hater if it's
A
the
lot
truth.
of people don't know who's playing tonight.
That's so fair. That's so fair. I can't believe you forgot PJ.
Really? I gotta text BJ.
You have his number?
Forget PJ. I gotta text BJ.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
O'Reilly. Guys, if you see Carlo in the chat, he's getting put in timeout.
No, come on.
getting
You
put in
can't do that
timeout.
to me. No, come on.
Look at let's watch it happen in
Come
real
on, no,
time.
come on.
Put user in timeout on
Come on.
YouTube.
I'm gonna unsubscribe.
Yay or nay?
I'm gonna unsubscribe.
Yay or nay? What should we do? Carlo in timeout? What do you guys think? Yeah, Porzingis has been. I mean, he's playing tomorrow against the Lakers. I'm going to tell you that right now.
You say what?
The way Porzingis is warming up, he's playing tomorrow against the Lakers.
Yeah, for sure.
No timeout. Why would we not give him a timeout?
Carlo doesn't deserve a timeout, bro.
Mio says he's not worthy. Wow, Carlo, you're not worthy of a timeout.
7'3". That is wild. Shooting like that. Whew. Spiffy.
Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back in. This is Clippers Countdown. I'm Adam Osland, the official pregame show of your Los Angeles Clippers. 33 minutes from now, we'll have tip-off. Coming up, an NBA out-of-town scoreboard. But first, from the Pull Up Podcast is BJ Matthews in the house tonight. BJ, thanks for doing this here on Clippers Countdown.
No thanks needed, my brother. How you doing?
I'm good. This Clippers team, unfortunately, not good in the health area. They are down many men.
Yes.
Many men.
Wish death on me.
This Clippers team, though, let's go back to their last game against the Chicago Bulls. What did you see for them? Only scored 99 points out there. It seemed like the offense was just stuck in mud.
I mean, we came into the season thing with the offense with losing Paul George and Westbrook, but we're at the bottom of the Western Conference and the league offensively. So, I mean, it wasn't a surprise, but I think the main thing, Adam, we had to struggle with was defense on Zach LaVine. So it was a lot of struggle throughout that game, but we had to make a way to make it work.
Those Clippers team just kind of has to figure it out right now, of course, with the guys they have available.
Yeah.
But overall, second best defense in the league. They're in a great position, 6 games over 500. They are in a really tough stretch here, though. What have you made of the schedule over this week where they got 4 and 5, 6 games in 9 nights? How do you handle that as a player, as somebody who played high-level ball?
I mean, it's part of the job. I mean, Ty Lue, I asked that question. It's funny. I asked him that question last pregame. I'm like, do you like back-to-backs? And he was like, we have to find a way to get through it. It's part of the season, 82 games throughout the whole year. And, you get paid to do this as a job. So it just becomes more second nature. Yes, we would like to get days off, better scheduling, but this has been something the Clippers been doing for the last few years. So it is what it is.
So tonight, in the starting lineup, we're going to see Kevin Porter Jr., Amir Coffey, Terrence Mann, DJ, and Mo Bamba. Is this an opportunity for Mo Bamba once again to show that, hey, he can be relied upon, that if needed, if Ivica Zubac misses a game, misses a couple of quarters due to foul trouble, that he can step up? Because I'm still kind of waiting for that moment for him.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing because he came in as a backup on Philadelphia. So these type of games, we're gonna need Mo Bamba and KPJ, and T Man going through his little thing right now. These players have to be able to pick up the load when our main guys are going to be out because we are a little bit older in that starting five. So definitely, I'm looking for that game from Mo Bamba.
What have you seen from Kevin Porter Jr.? Because I think you said coming into the season, you're going to wait 15 games, then
Yeah.
evaluate. What have you noticed from KPJ so far?
I noticed KPJ is a very talented player, very athletic, good size. Surprised me on the defensive end. But I call a spade a spade. Two teams he's played with, Cleveland and Houston, not winning franchises. So I think he's trying to find his way with a team that has high expectations. So because of that, that's why I think you see the highs and lows with him, where IQ players are not the greatest, but you see the talents there.
While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. More from BJ Matthews of the Pull Up Podcast here on Clippers Countdown. Terrence Mann has been in and out of the lineup. It's been either him or KPJ at times the last few weeks. Tonight they're both playing. Terrence Mann, though, ever since he came back and even right before he broke that left middle finger, he was starting to find himself. And I feel like overall he had another good game against Chicago. He
Yeah.
wasn't able to close that game, but he has been shooting it much better. It seems like from a confidence perspective, Terrence Mann is in a much better rhythm right now.
Yeah, he is. And I'm more particular to see what's going to happen as the season prolongs, man, because this is not the first year T-Man has been this up and down with his minutes. Like last couple of seasons, we've seen him have high moments, but there'd be moments where it's low. I think it comes down to just strictly does the coach trust him, and as well as his confidence that intertwines with that.
What have you seen from Amir Coffey this season? Because he's out there shooting 42% from distance. We didn't even know how much he'd be playing coming into this year. All this past summer, he was kind of the forgotten man when we talked about rotations, guys they brought in, who's getting squeezed out of the lineup. And most people felt like, well, Amir Coffey might not get minutes now.
Yeah.
Well, he has made the most of each and every minute he's had.
Right.
You can't take him out of the lineup. He has earned this.
Right. And I'm a little biased. I love Amir Coffey, you know that, because he's a two-way player. So I've said this more times than not. Two-way players should always have a place on the court because they cannot be exposed offensively, defensively. Amir's been with us for the last 4 or 5 seasons, earned his way, played with us, when Kawhi and PG were out in 2022. Last year, a lot of time, he was starting for Kawhi and PG if they did not play, got valuable minutes in the playoffs as well. So I think he should be in that 8-man rotation throughout the rest of the duration of the season.
How big of an opportunity is this for somebody like Jordan Miller, who talked about pregame? They want him to get back to the way he was playing when he first was called up, where it just seemed like he had a lot of confidence. He was going downhill, attacking, getting those no-dip threes in like he's Nico Batum.
Yeah.
Can he get back to that tonight? Can he just get enough minutes to find a rhythm?
It's tough, Adam, because he's a rookie, and it's just so many guys on the squad. Like you got so many guys who are not even playing right now. Jordan Miller's a good player, but I don't know if he's gonna have enough of the minutes to be able to display his true talent. He may a couple more years before he actually gets that opportunity.
What about somebody like Kobe Brown, who did play late in that game against the Chicago Bulls? I thought he looked okay out there. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to get heavy minutes or anything like that when it sounded like he would get some run in that game.
Right.
Now, Chicago was up, and they did some matchup hunting against him late with Zach LaVine, the Clippers team that just couldn't defend without fouling. But what was the observation like with Kobe Brown out there?
Kobe Brown needs more time on the court. I think sometimes with the fouling he does, I just think it's more so about him getting reps. I see the size, I see the girth, I see the 3-point shooting ability. 6'8". We are lacking a power forward through the last couple of years, and I think just give him a chance to develop and get time on the court. I think he'll figure it out.
In looking at this Boston Celtics team, do you still view them as the best team in the league?
Season-wise, or just this season, or based off my gut feeling?
I mean, your gut feeling. Do you see them going back-to-back and being the first team to do it since Golden State, 17, 18?
No, and that's the thing. It's how long was that? Like 7 years ago? Yeah, it's a tough thing to go back-to-back. But Boston, you see some of the things like with him this year. I think they don't have the same fire they did as last year. And that might change as the season goes on. But it's tough to go back-to-back. It's tough to win a championship. but I don't think they're the best team. I think that's the Cleveland Cavaliers right now.
Ooh, I've been kind of leaning that way. They've been
Yeah.
so dominant. I love the way they share the basketball too. It
Yes.
just seems like they can beat you in a multitude of ways. Kenny Atkinson has done great things
Yes.
there. Jared
Yes.
Allen has taken that next
Yep.
step. Evan Mobley's better than ever. I hear what you're saying. Where would you rank Jason Tatum
Top
this
5.
season? You got him top
Top
5.
5. Top 5. And I think people get bored of just the consistency that he has every single year. 3-time All NBA first team player, one of the best two-way players in the league. Been to the conference finals, I think 4 or 5 times, 2 NBA finals. Like, the resume is there. I just think people get bored of the consistency, but he's a top 5 player in my personal opinion.
If the Clippers, if we fast forwarded 2 hours from now and we found out final score, Clippers win 110 to 109, how would they have gotten there? What would they have had to do against Boston tonight to get a victory?
It's going to be a up tempo. They're going to have to use the crowd. But then again, there's a lot of green jerseys in here, so I don't know how much that's going to make a difference. It's just going to have to be off a surprise. I mean, obviously, we're, missing James Harden tonight, Zubac, our 2 best players outside of Kawhi. But it's going to be a group effort. I think we have to get up and down the court and play defense as a team. That's pretty much it.
He is BJ Matthews from the Pull Up Podcast. BJ, where can everybody find you? What are all the platforms you're on?
The Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Find me on X, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. My man Adam at LA Clipper Talk. Follow him as well. One of the best in the business to do it. Appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics tonight. Tip-off is just 25 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. And up next here on Clippers Countdown, we'll get to an NBA out-of-town scoreboard right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. BJ does a good job.
I like him.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's real good.
We've done a few shows together.
I'm sure he carried you the whole show, too.
Yes, here and Jake here.
I did. I said it in stereo, too. Yeah, he carried you.
What, he's Sam, I'm Frodo? Like, why's it got to be like that? Gonna be a tough one tonight, Clipper Nation. Just know that heading in. Somebody's gonna have to have one of those nights where they just play way above their heads, where they end up having a career type of night. I got Amir Coffey as my player to watch, but there's a lot of good options tonight. Stay ready, Clippers. I do get excited for these games. Like, you might see Trenton Flowers, might see Cam Christie, I believe, has been called up. Terrence Mann has been good. Could he have a night where he drops 20? He's from Massachusetts, so. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics tonight here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Moslin. Coming up, we'll get back to Carlo Jimenez. But first, let's get you to drive around the league. Brought to you by Toyota's electrified lineup, including hybrids, plug-in hybrids, all electrics, and even fuel cell electric vehicles. So you can choose exactly the type you need for your lifestyle. We make it easy. Earlier in Atlanta, Pistons over the Hawks. Pistons now 2 games above 500. Cade Cunningham had 29 and 11 in their 114-104 victory over the Hawks in the ATL. Suns would win in Brooklyn 108-84. Devin Booker with 32 and 6 assists. in the victory. Utah Jazz currently trailing by just one. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter in Oklahoma City. John Collins with 20 and 11. SGA with 41 and 7 boards. Thunder up by one. 7:10 left in the fourth quarter against the Jazz in OKC. Also with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. In Memphis, Grizzlies all over the Hornets, 116-94. Lukey Dookie. Luke Newcomb. Luke Kennard, former Clipper, has 20 points in that ball game, and the Grizzlies are up now 118-94. Midway through the fourth quarter, they're heading to 29-15 on the season. Good win in Houston. Cavaliers lead by 2 with 1:19 left over the Rockets. Jared Allen, Fear the Fro, has 17, 13, and 3 blocks. Amen Thompson, 16, 16, and 3 steals. Rockets down by 2 with 1:06 left. Ooh, and they just tied it at 1:07. They could be going into OT. One more for you. In Dallas, it's the Timberwolves up 114-111 with 3 seconds left. Kyrie Irving has 33 and 9, but the Mavericks trail by 3 with 3 seconds left. McDaniels with 26 points for the T-Wolves. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics tonight here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 20 minutes away. And coming up next, back to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. Big fan of episode 1. I'm Adam Osland. You're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Liar. Just heads up, Adam, I can't do this next segment. I'm on timeout, so sorry.
But I didn't put you on timeout.
You did.
I wanted to, but they voted no.
Wow, thank you guys. Thank you. You know, we don't love the leader. We love the family, though. That's for sure. That's for sure. Big fan of the family. Maybe not the dad, but, you know.
Freaking Manson family over here.
Listen, guys, Adam's lacing them up tonight. He is. He's getting in there. How fast do we think? You know, I don't want to guess, but like,
Someone said big PJ game coming up.
bro, this was his opportunity to build his draft stock.
Better not be, because Carl told me no.
No, he's not playing.
We've had that happen before.
The Celtics Twitter. Drew, Al, Kristaps, out. Also, can I show you something? Don't go off ESPN, bro. And then do this one.
Hey guys, Carl's trying to mansplain me something
No.
there.
And then, I'm just trying to help you out because then this is the official. So then you can just search Clippers and then you don't have to, because they don't update that on ESPN.
Wait, I gotta see how you got here again.
You just type in that and then it's that link. And then you click on the most recent one. And then you got the official. Yee,
Nice.
bruh. Because then it will say like, okay. Bang, bang. Guys, don't worry. I just showed Adam how to dunk.
That's a timeout.
What? What? I don't want to be in timeout.
Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics from Intuit Dome. Time in. We're back in segment. 17 minutes away from tip-off. Coming up, we'll get to your keys to victory, but first, back to your radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez, who was not put in timeout at
Thank
Clippers
goodness.
Talk on the YouTube side when he tried to infiltrate and talk.
You know, though, Adam, sometimes growing up, timeout was better because it was always either timeout or like doing work around the house. Sometimes I'd just rather sit in timeout than go empty the dishwasher.
Sneaky
you know what
pro
I mean?
move.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll take timeout. I'll take timeout.
I'll stand in the corner like it's Blair Witch,
Yeah,
whatever.
man, whatever.
All right, Carlo, this Boston Celtics team, I asked BJ about what he thinks their chances are of repeating. How do you feel about where they're at right now and their chances of coming out in the East? That got stronger at the top, I believe.
Yeah, they looked really, really good, Adam, to start the season, but they have struggled as of late. 8-8 in their last 16 games, and their starting lineup of Kristaps, Holiday, Tatum, White, and Jaylen Brown have a negative net rating. They have been unable to figure out how to reintroduce Kristaps into this starting lineup efficiently, and he hasn't really been available for them. Missing tonight's game, he's now only played 19 games on the season, less than half their contests this year. They are trying to figure things out right now. I think if the Clippers were fully healthy, this would be a much closer game than we all thought, because Boston has not been the Boston of last year, the last quarter of the season. They're still tinkering with lineups. Mazzulla has sometimes played Jason Tatum the entire first quarter. Sometimes he takes him out halfway into the first quarter so he can play them the fourth quarter. And then, of course, you have the monster that is the Cleveland Cavaliers waiting for them in the Eastern Conference. So while do I think they will be in the Eastern Conference Finals? I do. I think it will be a Cleveland-Boston series.
Bold.
But you asked for my opinion. You asked, and then I give you my opinion, and I get feedback, and I get
Continue.
Jeez, guys.
Yeah,
You think if you match ties with a guy, he'd be a little kinder than you?
is that what we did? We did call each other earlier about
Yeah, we
this.
both have red ties.
I'll tell you who's not wearing a tie. The guy behind you. Big brother Shake.
Wow.
But he
He's
looks
looking
nice.
good.
He looks
good.
nice all the same. Baby
He
blue.
looks-
I like
yeah,
that.
that's good.
Oh, he knew. He
matched.
matched with
He
yes,
matched.
Clippers City Editions
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Makes all the sense in the world. So you have them taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals, but you're not ready to say they're winning that series because 500 the last 16 games, 500 the last 8 games, feels like a bit of a work in progress to relocate that same motivation and drive they had last season.
Yeah, and look, championship hangover is a real thing. It's why we haven't seen a team repeat since the Kevin Durant Golden State Warriors a couple of years ago. So for this Boston team, obviously Joe Mazzulla loves this adversity. He has talked about time and time again how we will become closer because of this. This is something we need so we can figure out the ways to come out of this as a tighter knit group. But for the rest of the NBA, you look at this Boston team, Adam, they're 9th in defensive rating. Now, defense is usually the thing they hang their hat on. They're still one of 5 teams in the NBA that are top 10 in both offensive and defensive rating. But to be 9th right now, I think is a little slippage for this group. You also have an aging Al Horford who thought about retiring, but then felt like they could go back-to-back as he came back to join the Celtics. It's going to be interesting for Boston because the East is not what it was last year. And it felt like at times the Celtics didn't have the toughest road. Now, of course, us West Conference people will always believe that the Eastern Conference is easier.
West Side.
And so will the statistics on head-to-head. So if you want to argue with me, we can bring up the facts. Anyway.
Wow.
It's
Carlo
just
wants
true.
to pull up.
There's more travel, and the West has beaten the East every single year. I think the last 20 years, Adam, in head-to-head between the two conferences, especially this year, there's just no doubt about it. With the way Orlando's kind of fallen off the cliff, Philadelphia hasn't been a contender at all.
I think the last year the East beat the West in head-to-head games played on the season was the 2008-2009 season.
Okay.
With the Orlando Magic facing the Lakers in the finals.
There we go. Thank you, Adam.
I'm just putting.
Point stands.
Look, I had some useless knowledge, okay?
That's not useless. That was very poignant.
Came in handy for once.
I liked it. Thank you.
All right, let's talk about this Clippers team because we've often spoke about how the unknown can be a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
The devil you know better than the devil you don't. And
True.
from Boston's perspective, they're going to face a lot of guys on this Clippers team playing heavier minutes than they normally would, and some guys just out there playing that normally might be in the G League.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous, I think, opportunity for this Clippers team to just find a way, to find a hot hand, and to just roll tonight through that hot hand and find some offense.
100% agree, Adam. I think as excited as these young Clippers are, they have a real opportunity. This is a measuring stick opportunity for guys like Trenton Flowers, Cam Christie, Kobe Brown, Jordan Miller. Okay, this might be one of the last times this season as we get into the second half of the year where you can say, I'm going to play starting talent when they're trying to win. I mean, Boston's going to want to get out to an early lead. They play tomorrow night in downtown. They want to figure out a way to rest their guys for their next contest. How do you measure up against one of the best teams in the NBA for the Clippers and the young guys on this team? I also feel like, Adam, it's just an opportunity to get NBA experience. The more you're out there, the more comfortable you can get. And I loved what Ty Lue talked about with us pregame. He said the first thing he looks for about young players is, can they be supportive of their teammates even when they aren't playing well. I expect this group to be super, super happy no matter the score every time one of their teammates plays well.
So the question is, can you measure up to my player to watch? I got Amir Coffey for the Clippers tonight.
Yeah.
Who you picking?
I mean, Adam, I can measure up, but I'm going to go Bones Highland.
Wow, busy Bones tonight.
Skeleton key.
With the skeleton crew available.
Well, listen, there was a game against the Phoenix Suns in late April or mid-April last year in which Bones Highland went off.
39.
39, folks.
Some say he would have had 40 if they didn't triple team him at the end of that game.
And Phoenix needed to win that game, and the Clippers rested everyone, and they almost won because of Bones Highland. Now, I hope we get to see Peyton Pritchard versus Bones Highland because I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Two guys who are both 6'3", 6'2", going at it. But overall, I think just Bones Highland's going to have the greenest of green lights tonight, and he plays well at him when there's not a lot of pressure on him.
I thought Coach Lou made an interesting comment earlier pregame talking about Jordan Miller and getting back to the way he was playing and with the level of confidence he had when they first called him up. Now, he obviously acknowledged, rightfully so, that Jordan Miller's had inconsistent minutes over the last month or so, but it would be great if he could just re-find and relocate that spirit that he was playing with when he was first called up from the G League tonight.
There's one constant theme that Coach Lou would love from almost all of his guards at him, and that is get to the rim. He wants guys to touch the paint. This team is better when they get more paint touches. It really opens up everything for them offensively. And Ty Lue pointed out that he wants to see Jordan Miller be explosive to the rim, make the right plays. It's the same thing that he's employed from Kevin Porter Jr. It's the same thing that he's employed for somebody like Kobe Brown. How can he be effective? Playing that 4 or 5 and getting downhill. I'd love to see Jordan Miller be effective in the painted area. Obviously, we know about the slow Euro step. I think that's been scouted, though, at this point. A lot of teams are now waiting for that opportunity off the right foot when he takes 2 steps and just literally puts the emergency brake on the last step and kind of hangs in the air. There's been actually some conversation in the locker room about whether that's a travel or not, but it hasn't been called a travel, so it's not a travel. But I think for this Clipper group right now, can Jordan Miller if you're going to need him at some point down the season, how can he use these minutes to help him down the stretch? The one thing we know about this new CBA, Adam, is that you have to develop players to find success in the NBA. This is a development game for this young group. The Clippers front office is as focused on tonight's contest as they would be any regular season contest because they're going to be doing a lot of evaluating tonight, especially when you consider the team on the other side and the head coach on the other side, and Joe Mazzulla, who's not going to pull any punches the entire night. He holds his team to a high level of excellence and a high standard that no matter who's going to compete hard, and the Clippers have a real opportunity to test their young ability against that tonight.
Clippers taking on the defending champs here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just about 8 minutes away with Carlo Jimenez. We'll leave him for now. Coming up next, we're getting to your keys to victory right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Dunks, dimes, and no looks.
Sorry about that tie disc, Jake.
Yeah, just people tell me that we don't have to wear ties. Look good, feel good.
I used to just wear like polos back in the day.
What happened?
Didn't feel right.
If I showed up, cleaned up, you guys would be in trouble.
If you showed up in a suit, I honestly, Jake, my first reaction would be, whose funeral did you attend?
See, everybody says, or did you have a court date?
He'd say yours.
Yeah,
you guys are cooked.
That
No,
might be my
I'd
funeral.
say yours.
Might be my funeral. What? Well, I mean, you do 160 of them.
That's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a COVID thing. Well, PR used to wear suits, so did security, right?
They did.
Yeah.
Everything's gotten a little less formal.
Even our broadcasting.
So definitely tonight.
I think they should be allowed to wear whatever they want. The whole idea of a dress code, I don't really understand. It's not affecting anyone what you wear. As long as it's not offensive, who cares? No, that's what I'm saying. That you should express your style.
Guys, I have a really good key to victory coming up.
Holy smoke.
Get ready.
Did not get hurt.
Jake just took off his headphones. I said it's going to be really good, and Jake just took off his headphones. You don't even want to hear. Some people don't want to hear the truth. That's all right. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just about 6 minutes away as Kai Jones just threw down a reverse dunk in the layup line.
Sky.
We got Carlo Jimenez on the call, but first, the keys to victory. The only way the Clippers are going to be able to get by in this one, with the lack of isolation self-creators out there, is to share the rock. You got to pass guys open. They just don't have the individual isolation talent to beat Boston. You have to create open shots through extra passes. That's how you get guys in rhythm. The whole has to be greater than the sum of its parts. And they got to knock down threes. And they're due after what happened going 9 for 42 against the Chicago Bulls on Monday. All right, here we go. It's Carlo Jimenez on the call. Clippers and Celtics from Intuit Dome, and tip-off is coming up next right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Light years, boys. Light years.
You?
We'll talk to you guys post-game.
See ya.
Hopefully no more liars on post-game.
I wouldn't count on it.
Love